stripes.
Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. It's been a rough year for folks all across this great country, but football's back. The Texans and Chiefs, 2020 season underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Well, partner, normally if a guy's touchdown passes fall in half, the first thing you'd say is he really didn't have a very good season, did he? Well, it's true. Mahomes dropped from 50 touchdown passes the year before to just 26 last year. But remember, he had a knee injury and missed a few ball games, and he still remained in the conversation as the best quarterback in the NFL.
Here now, their first NFL carry for the LSU man. It's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Charles will take a look there at the draft class for the Super Bowl champs as they took Clyde Edwards-Helaire with the final pick of the first round.
And I think a lot of people expected them to draft defense in the first round as they continue to want to get better there. But they are the Super Bowl champs, and they decided to stay on the offensive side and give themselves an extra weapon. But they did address the defense in the second round. Willie Gay, a linebacker, could flat out fly. He was the choice.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there. Mahomes to Watkins. 41 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
Gets this one to Hill, and he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Tyreek Hill certainly makes a front office look good when they spend a fifth-round pick on a guy. Then in his first 4 seasons, 4 Pro Bowl nominations. Anytime he touches the football, he's a threat to take it the distance. Hard to get on the ground one-on-one in the open field. If you miss, in the blink of an eye, he's putting 6 on the board.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stopped them behind the line for the second straight play. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
3rd and 13.
Now Mahomes. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Good. Makes the score Chiefs 3, Texans nothing.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Out now comes two-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his 4th year now in the league as he gets set to operate this Houston Texans offense.
When we talk about the best dual quarterbacks in the NFL, don't leave Deshaun Watson out of the conversation. 2 straight years he's been a Pro Bowler. Excellent numbers again last season with 26 touchdown passes, 7 more added on the ground, and firm leadership and control of his Houston Texans team. Now he's looking forward to taking the next step and beating Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson in the playoffs and getting the Houston Texans to a Super Bowl.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Texans first down.
Back to throw, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards, the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Houston.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On 2nd and 12, Watson is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Texans nothing.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Watson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A 10-play drive that time. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this goal. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack.
Sack there by Whitney Merciless, and sometimes he gets overlooked on this Houston defense with J.J. Watt on that side of the ball. But remember, he was the first-round pick for this Texans team back in 2012. And in 2019 led the team with 7.5 sacks and 4 forced fumbles.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again, Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he finds Stills, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 25-yard line.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
From the gun, here's Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Open man, the tight end Fells. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good hit.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans will extend their lead.
For the extra point.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Here's Hardman on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Time for another look at Patrick Mahomes and the Super Bowl champs. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. But for the Texans here, you wonder just how long it's going to take to get over the loss to the Chiefs in the postseason last year in the divisional round. You know, the Texans had a 24-0 lead on the road. Normally you'd consider that ball game, but not when Patrick Mahomes is on the other side of the field as those Chiefs rallied back to win one of 3 times. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 62 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they bring.
Correct on both counts. Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Tonight's game, the first of 256 to be played in the 2020 season, we hope. And then, of course, we'll have 13 more in the playoffs this year. Remember, that's 2 more than has been played in the past, as 1 more wild card team from both the AFC and the NFC will get a shot to play for. It got his man complete. 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A huge play there for Houston. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Will Fuller there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 73 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. The one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
I'll tell you, another one more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, there's got lots of the receivers streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open.
What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Deshaun Watson and the Texans offense trot back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes. No interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Watson on first down. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down at KC territory. A big pickup of 38.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
That's caught inside the 20. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. You know what's coming. You know what's coming. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some of the best games of the weekend come in that 1 o'clock Eastern window, one of which features the Panthers at home in Carolina, as that promises to be a tight one. Then in the 4 Eastern window, it'll be a later than usual start in Cincinnati, where it'll be the Bengals taking on the LA Chargers. And then on Sunday night, the national audience in for a treat. They've got a good one lined up between the Dallas Cowboys and the LA Rams. In the game you're watching is Deshaun Watson, who is the star of the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson and this Texans offense. And he's been effective in their winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well. But how about everything else that's going on? Protection has been excellent. And, of course, the guys catching the ball have provided some highlight reels themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always just one man. He's been good, but you got the guys catching the ball, too.
Yeah, you name it. It's all coming together for them. What they call that synergy. Everything working together really well. And right now, he's the focal point of it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now Watson on 3rd down. Finding fouls complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, but he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Butker on for the PAT. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards.
There's a good reception there by Will Fuller. And if you're looking for breakout players in 2020, he's a big-time candidate for it because he has a rapport with Deshaun Watson. And now with DeAndre Hopkins no longer in Houston, he could be their top receiver.
And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Watson again. This is Johnson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And it's 3rd down.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Hardman on the return. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Mahomes now on first down. And that's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. These two quarterbacks in this one, Mahomes and Watson, so much in common. Drafted 2 picks apart from one another in 2017. Mahomes going 10th to Kansas City, Watson at 12 to Houston. Both Pro Bowlers early in their careers, of course. And Mahomes has the MVP and a Super Bowl ring, so he kind of has the leg up to this point. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Oh, Watt shaken up. J.J. still down here following that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
The Texans back out there and ready to go. The fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
After reviewing the play, the working on the field is reversed.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And we'll go back to Kelsey. This time it's caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelsey fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 1,200 yards receiving, 4th in the NFL. I think he's one of the gold standards in the league for the tight end position, and I don't know if anyone has any more fun playing the game than Travis Kelsey.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Butker now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
24. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. On the left side, this is Stills. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Watson now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. 3 plays and
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is caught at the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here we go with Johnson. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line.
Right now!
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, TAs, they want them to visual.
tonight.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
It's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Chiefs, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd.